Did you know that in the 1978 classic Grease, reportedly Rizzo's hickeys were actually real? Actor Stockard Channing said in an interview that Jeff Conaway insisted on applying them himself. Did you know that in 2019, actor Dame Olivia Newton-John auctioned the leather jacket and pants she wore in the finale of the 1978 film Grease for $405,700 for the benefit of her cancer research charity? Spanx founder Sarah Blakely bought the pants. The anonymous winning bidder of the leather jacket, which sold for $243,200, later returned it to Olivia. Did you know that during the Thunder Road scene in the 1978 classic Grease, actor Annette Charles was in excruciating pain for what ended up being an ectopic pregnancy? That's why if you look closely, you can see Cha-Cha frequently leaning against cars. Did you know that while shooting the Grease Lightning musical number in the 1978 classic Grease, actor Jeff Conaway was accidentally dropped, hurting his back? Conaway started taking painkillers, eventually abusing prescription drugs and spiraling into a drug addiction until he died in 2011 at the age of 60. Did you know that in the 1978 film Grease, reportedly due to a zipper breaking, actor Dame Olivia Newton-John actually had to be sewn into the trousers she wears in the last sequence of the film? Did you know that after the huge success of the 1978 film Grease, it was originally supposed to have 3 sequels? However, after Grease 2 in 1982 bombed at the box office, those plans were cancelled. In 2002, Didi Khan, Dame Olivia Newton-John, and John Travolta were all pushing to have a Grease 3 produced, which would focus on the original cast and characters many years later, in another decade, but that movie never got beyond the planning stages. Did you know that reportedly Grease actor Jeff Conaway was so infatuated with Dame Olivia Newton-John that he was tongue-tied whenever she was around? He later married Olivia's sister, Rona Newton-John. Did you know that in the 1978 classic Grease, the song Grease Lightning was originally supposed to be sung by actor Jeff Conaway's character, Kaniki, as it is in the stage version? Actor John Travolta, however, used his clout to have his character sing it. Director Randall Kleiser felt it was only right to ask Conaway if it was okay, and at first he refused, but he eventually gave in. Did you know that Elvis Presley reportedly turned down the role of the guardian angel in the beauty school dropout scene in the 1978 classic Grease? When Alan Carr first bought the movie rights to Grease, he envisioned Elvis as Danny and Anne Margaret as Sandy. Did you know that the song Hopelessly Devoted to You was actually written and recorded after the 1978 movie Grease had wrapped? Dame Olivia Newton-John's contract for Grease stipulated that she should have a solo song. However, nobody had any ideas for a song for her character Sandy until Olivia's producer John Farrar came up with a Hopelessly Devoted to You halfway through the shoot. Director Randall Kleiser wasn't wholly convinced by the song at first and had to come up with an entirely new scene to fit it in. It was eventually filmed and recorded after the movie had wrapped, and it earned the film's only Oscar nomination. Did you know that the scene near the bridge after the car race in the 1978 film Grease was actually filmed in an area full of trash, and the water on the ground was stagnant and dangerous? Some cast members even became sick from filming. Did you know that actor Henry Winkler, who had become a huge sensation as Fonzie on Happy Days, was originally considered for the role of Danny Zuko in the 1978 classic Grease? He turned down the role for fear of being typecast, and besides, Winkler had already confessed to being unable to sing, a talent that would have been essential for playing the role. Did you know that reportedly the cast on the 1978 classic Grease chewed about 100,000 pieces of bubblegum during the shoot, up to 5,000 pieces a day? Did you know that in the stage play version of Grease, the song Look at Me, I'm Sandra Dee actually had a reference to Sal Mineo, who was murdered in 1976? For the 1978 movie, however, the lyric was changed to reference Elvis Presley. Ironically, the slumber party scene in the movie and the song was filmed on August 16, 1977, the day Presley died. Did you know that the dance contest in the 1978 classic Grease was actually filmed during the summer when the school was closed? The gym had no air conditioning and the doors had to be kept closed to control lighting, so the building became incredibly hot. On more than one occasion, an extra had to be taken out due to heat-related illness. Did you know that co-creator Jim Jacobs said that the controversial ending of the 1978 film Grease, when Sandy conforms to the Greasers and changes her look to fit in with the T-Birds and the Pink Ladies, was actually supposed to be spoofing movies when the rebel gives up his bad ways at the end and decides to turn over a new leaf? Instead of having the bad boy repent and become a good guy at the end of Grease, which is what the audience was expecting, the good girl goes bad.